What's up guys, Groovy Gets Started here with a beginner guitar tutorial for I Love You by Billie Eilish. If this video helps you out, hit that like and subscribe button and let me know down in the comments below what other songs from the new Billie Eilish album that you want to learn on guitar. Guys, the first thing that you need to know to play I Love You on guitar is that we're going to be in standard tuning and we are not going to need a capo to play this song. The next thing you want to know for I Love You is the structure of this song. We're going to start with a verse, then go to chorus, then verse and chorus again, then we're going to have a very short bridge, and then we're going to finish up with one last chorus. And the last thing you need to know for I Love You is the 5 chords that we need to play this song. The first one is C, the next one is F, the next one is G, the next one is D minor, and the last one is E minor. I'll have chord charts for all of those in the pinned comment below for those of you who need them. And guys, with all that in mind, let's dive into I Love You. Man, this is such a beautiful song. It's just classic vibey Billie Eilish. It reminds me of like sitting in the city on a rainy day or something like that and just like being like kind of melancholy, and I don't know, I love songs like that. But anyways, let's dive into the song. So the first thing we're gonna see here is verse. That's the first thing we see in the song, so that's the first thing we're gonna tackle. So for verse, what we're gonna have is just a 2-chord progression that we're gonna play back and forth. That chord progression is gonna be F 4 times and C 4 times. But what we're going to do is we're going to make a few little modifications to those chords. So first thing, let's take a look at that F. So for F, all we're going to do, this is kind of our normal little simplified beginner F here. So what we usually have is a 3rd fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G string, 1st fret on the B string. What we're going to do there is we're going to take off the 1st fret B string to where we only have 3rd fret D and 2nd fret G, and then we're going to leave all the other strings open. So that's our modified F right there. So we're basically going to do the same thing with that C as well. So C, we usually have for normal C, we have 3rd fret A, 2nd fret D, and then 1st fret B. But what we're going to do is we're going to take that 1st fret B string off, and then we just have 3rd fret A and 2nd fret D. And then everything else will be open. And you can already hear that just sounds like the song. You can already hear that sounds so much like the song already, and we're not even into the picking yet. So that's going to be our chord progression. We're going to have those 2 kind of alternated, varied chords right there. So what we're going to have again, we have that F 4 times, and then we have that C 4 times. And what we're going to do here for picking is where it gets a little bit interesting, not complicated, again, pretty interesting though. What we're going to do here is we're going to get that F first. We're going to go to this picking pattern right here. We're going to go D, G, B, and then D, G, high E. And that's pretty much what we're going to do for each chord. That's going to set the vibe. It's going to go like this. And then we're going to do that 4 times for our F chord. So real quick, just to give you a vibe of what that'll look like closer to full speed, I'll go through it again in just a minute, but it'll be about like this. Just about like that. So we're going to basically apply that same thing to the C chord, but we're going to change our bass note. So again here, we're going to go to A string, and then we're going to go G, B, and then we go A, G, high E. And that's our C chord picking pattern right there. The only thing that changes is the bass note. And so what we're going to do, again, repeat that 4 times. So and that's it, guys, for the verses. For the verses, that's all you need to know. It just repeats that over and over. And that's actually kind of the majority of the song. It looks like when we look at the structure that it's more evenly split than that, where it's kind of verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. So it looks like we might have more choruses, but the choruses are kind of fast and the verses are kind of long. So really that ends up being the majority of the song, is just going back and forth through those 2 chords because the verses are so long. So with all that in mind, guys, I'm going to play through the verse a couple of times very slowly so you can see exactly what it looks like and break everything down really easily. And then we'll go through it a couple of times full speed so you can match up with the speed of the song. So slowly a couple of times will look about like this. And guys, a couple of times full speed through that verse, chord progression, and picking pattern for I Love You will look about like this. And from there, guys, we're into chorus. Now, chorus is going to look really intimidating, but I promise you guys, it's not as hard as it seems. It's just a lot to remember. So I'd recommend taking some notes and stuff like that if you need to, just to help you remember kind of like what all the moving parts in this part of the song are. So with that in mind, the first thing we're going to look at is this little walk-up thing. So we're going to start here with that F shape we had right there. So there's that F. We don't need our pointer finger for that. Again, what we're going to have here is we're going to start with this walk-up, and we're going to go up this little tab here. So what we have is we're going to go third D, second G, third D, second G, and then we're going to go here, we're going to go third D, open B, third D, open B, third D, first B, third D, first B, third D, third B, third D, third B, and then this is where it switches up a little bit here. We're going to go up to a G shape, so this is where our G shape comes in, but we, again, don't need the whole thing. We really just need that third fret on the low E, and then we still have a third fret down here on the B, so we're going to do third low E, third B, third low E, third B, and we're going to go third low E, open high E, third low E, open high E, and we're going to go third low E, first high E, third low E, first high E, and then third low E, third high E, third low E, third high E, third low E, third high E. And then that is the end of that little picking part right there, that little walk-up part. We're not done with the chorus yet, but that's the little walk-up part. So I'm going to play through that really slowly first. That's kind of chorus part 1, and then we have a little kind of where we go back into some chords after that in just a second to kind of take us out of the chorus. So first, let's walk through that really, really slowly just so that you can see exactly what's going on. I'm going to walk through it one more time again, explaining it, just so that we can really get a grasp of it, because it's a little bit, like I said, not super difficult, just a lot to remember, kind of confusing. So one more time walking through that, and then I'll play through it slowly. It goes like this. We've got third D. So sorry, let me start that over. So we got third D, second G, third D, second G, third D, open B, third D, open B, third D, first B, third D, first B, third D, third B, third D, third B, and then we go up to that G shape there, so we switch around a little bit, and we've got third low E, third B, third low E, third B, third low E, open high E, third low E, open high E, and then third low E, first high E, third low E, first high E, and then we've got third low E, third high E, third low E, third high E. So hopefully that all makes sense. It obviously happens quite a bit faster than that, but let's just break it down slowly first, and then we'll kind of put it all together first. And that is what that little walk-up thing looks like. And from there, what we're going to do is we're going to go into some chords, and things get a little bit easier to follow. This is kind of, that was part 1 of chorus. This is kind of part 2 of chorus that'll take us out. So right after that little walk-up thing, we're going to have an A minor chord. In our A minor chord, what we're going to do for the picking there is we're going to do A, G, B, and we're going to play that 4 times for the A minor chord. We're going to go here. It's going to look like this. A, G, B, A, G, B, A, G, B, A, G, B. And after we do that 4 times, what we're going to do is we're going to take our pointer finger off and then play the same thing 4 times. A, G, B, A, G, B, A, G, B, A, G, B. And then from there, we're going to go to a C chord, a regular C chord. We're going to go same thing again, same picking pattern, A, G, B, A, G, B, A, G, B, A, G, B. Then we're going to take, again, our pointer finger off first fret of the B. So we're going to have that same shape we had in the verse there for that C chord. We're going to go again, A, G, B, A, G, B, A, G, B, A, G, B. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to that F chord. So down to your regular F chord here. So third D, second G, first B. We're going to go D, G, B, D, G, B, D, G, B, D, G, B. And then again, same thing there. We're going to take our pointer finger off the B string and leave that open. Everything else stays the same. We're going to go D, G, B, D, G, B, D, G, B, D, G, B. And then from there, the last little chord thing that we have in the chorus is we go back to that verse C chord. So again, same thing there. We've got third fret A, second fret on the D string, and then everything else is open. But then what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to switch back to that little picking pattern that we're using for the verse for that chord. We go A, G, B, and then A, G, high E, like that. And we play through that 4 times, which will look like this. A, G, B, A, G, E, A, G, E, A, G, E, A, G, B, A, G, E, A, G, B, A, G, E. And then, like I said, after that, back into the verse. So that is a lot of moving parts for that, guys. That's a whole lot going on for that thing. That chorus, like I said, it's not crazy difficult. More than anything, it's just a whole lot to remember. So I'm going to play through that very slowly so that you guys can see everything that's going on there. And I'm going to play through it a couple of times full speed so that you can match it up with the speed of the song. So slowly a couple times will look like this. And guys, finally, that is going to bring us to the last thing that we need for this song, which is the bridge. For the bridge, what we're going to have is this chord progression. D minor twice, E minor twice, and then F 4 times. And it's actually going to be that same F that we're playing in the verse, so it's going to be kind of open B string on that one, and then it's going to have 3rd fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G string, everything else open. So let's break down the picking pattern for each chord on that. So what we're going to do for that, D minor, we're going to start with that D minor, we're going to do this. We're going to do D, G, B, D, G, E. So again, we're going to do that twice, so it'll go like this. And then we switch over to E minor, and then for E minor, what we're going to do is kind of the same thing. We're just switching our bass notes. So we go E, G, B, E, G, high E. So again, kind of like twice for that one. So, and then we go to our F chord there, and that F is going to be the same way we're playing it in the verse. So again, we kind of got that open thing. So we go D, G, B, D, G, E, and we do that 4 times. So. And that is it, guys. That's all you need to know for the bridge. That's a really, really short bridge. It's kind of just like one line through that. And that's it, guys. After that, we have one more chorus after the bridge to take us out of the song, and that's the whole thing. So guys, once really quickly through that bridge chord progression, full speed will look about like this. And guys, that is everything you need to know to play I Love You on guitar. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments down below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And again, if this video helps you out, hit that subscribe button. I have about 650 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post at least 3 to 5 new lessons every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, there cannot be a more perfect channel for you to check out. If you want to see what songs I'm jamming on today or pictures of my dog, you can hit up my Instagram story at the Groovy Guitar Dude. Link for that will be in the description below. Guys, I am so stoked for this new album, and I actually really have not listened to the whole thing yet, to be honest with you. I've gotten a ton of requests from the entire album. I Love You is the one that I've gotten the most requests for so far, so that's why I did that one first, but I plan on doing a lot more lessons from this album as well. So be sure to let me know what other songs you guys want to learn from this album, because I'm going to be doing a lot from it. So I Love You is a beautiful, beautiful song. I love the guitar, the finger picking. Man, I'm just like a sucker for like very melancholy finger picking and even piano and stuff too, not just guitar, but just melancholy songs. And like I said earlier, this song, it's just a like I picture just like sitting in like a cafe inside of a city and like look outside and it's like raining and like I don't know, it's just like a sad, melancholy feeling song, and I love that, man. Billie Eilish does so good with that kind of stuff, and she just is so good at evoking those types of like emotions and kind of painting that picture, and this song is an excellent portrayal of that, and the guitar is representative of that as well, and I love that. And it's honestly, this song really, especially the chorus, it's a lot to remember, but the actual parts you're playing on the guitar are not super challenging. More than anything, it's just kind of remembering which part goes where. Other than that, it's actually fairly easy. All of its basic chords, no bar chords, all of the finger picking in this is, I would say, intermediate. I wouldn't say beginner. I would say that the finger picking in this is intermediate, but it's definitely not expert level. It's one of those things that, like, I probably wouldn't maybe tackle this song if it was your first finger picking song. I might do a few little kind of easier things to kind of build up your skill a little bit there first. But it definitely could be, you know, maybe your 3rd or 4th finger picking song without any kind of difficulty. It's actually fairly beginner friendly, even though it seems complicated, mostly because it's repetitive. The repetitiveness of this song actually is what makes it really still fairly beginner friendly. So anyways, I had a lot of fun learning this song. It's, like I said, it's beautiful. I've been listening to it nonstop since it came out. And I also do have a lot of other songs from the new album on the way, so be sure to let me know what ones you want to see first down below so I can kind of get a feel for what you guys want to see. But anyways, guys, I had a blast learning this song. I hope you guys have a lot of fun learning as well, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all soon.
My love is for the